Okay, tell me again. Con, can clothing tell you much about a person?
No, I don't think so. The clothing of a person just provides how only how they are fashion conscious of he or she is. But sometimes the clothing of a person provides a special clue to know what job does they do.
What job they do or activity they do. Thao, can clothing tell you much about a person?
In some cases, clothing can give information about the person. However, one has to be carefully that don't judge a person based on their clothes. Sometimes clothing can give clues about the job that a person have or what did they do for various activities.
Okay. Why do some companies ask their staff to wear uniforms, Con?
Companies usually ask their employees to wear uniforms because they want to create uniformity across all levels. Mm, They also want to ensure that they are identified with the companies and that they always look neat and clean.
Okay. Thao, why do some companies ask their staff to wear uniforms?
Some company ask their staff member to wear uniform because they want to ensure that everyone look the same to establish the uniformity. This not only help the staff to identify with company, but also boost morale at all level of staff members.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of having uniforms at work? What is the advantage or disadvantage of having uniforms at work? Number 3, we will concentrate on now. Okay. What do you think, Con, is an advantage or disadvantage? That means what is great about it and what's not great about it.
With advantage, as I said in question 2, the uniform will help all the levels of staff member ensure uniformity and 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 easy to identify with the company, and they will look clean and neat. The disadvantage may the uniform may too short or too big with their body, and the the clothes can be like uncomfortable.
Okay. Thao, what are the advantages and disadvantages for you?
Wearing uniform at work or companies have to ensure have to ensure that everyone look the same to establish the uniformity and also boost morale at all level of the employees. The disadvantage in wearing a uniform at work is sometimes uniform can be uncomfortable or boring because you have to wear it day by day.
Okay, so I'm going to type an advantage for you, advantage, and then you can just do it in or just gather your thoughts. The main advantage is that it helps reduce the psychological and ego gap between the high level employees and those of the lower levels. The CEO gets a lot of money, but the manager or the cleaner doesn't get a lot of money. So if they say, come to work in your clothes, the CEO's clothes will be much more smarter than the person 10 people under him. So to have that psychological gap or that ego gap that he's grander, he's smarter, he's better because he's got better clothes, it takes that away. So when because everybody wears the same dress now, or the same shirt, or the same tie, nobody can be better dressed or better than the other one. That's why it's uniformity. So it reduces the psychological or the ego gap between the people in the company, okay? Because they all wear the same kind of dress. Secondly, it helps promote the company brand. So when you walk in the streets, everybody will see the brand. So it's like advertising. Everybody will see it. You advertise the company. Thirdly, it helps identify and separate customers or the employees from the customers. So when I walk in the aisle, I can see there is a person working here, so I can ask him or her. It's not a customer. So it helps identify and separate the employees from the customers. When you work in an environment where customers and people mix, obviously, or the disadvantage. Disadvantage can be it limits your self-expression. So like Thao said, it gets boring. It limits your self-expression. You can't dress like you want to. Some people like to wear black. Some people like all different colors. Some people like earth colors. So it limits your self-expression, the person who you are, your personality. You can't wear, it's like it's getting dull, it gets boring. I can't express how I feel. Sorry, here, expression. It limits your expression or the expression, and you can't wear what you like. Limits your self-expression. It can also be some employees can object to wear it because it goes against their religion or their culture. Some people have to cover their face and only their eyes must be open. So they won't look the same. Some men must wear a little hat here to cover their heads. Some people are not allowed to wear dresses or not allowed to wear trousers. So sometimes it can go against, it's objectionable. It goes against your religious. So you can say here, it's objectionable because it can go against your religion or culture. So it's objectionable. I can say, sorry, I'm not going to wear it because it's against my religion or it's against my culture. I'm not allowed to wear red. I'm not allowed to wear a dress. I'm not allowed to wear a skirt. I'm not allowed to show my face or to show all of my hair. Some people's hair must be covered. You're not allowed to wear makeup. Some people are not allowed to wear nail polish or jewelry. depends on their religion, depends on their culture. That's the disadvantages. Okay, so Khan, let's see if you can tell me again. What are the advantages and disadvantages of having uniforms at work? Khan, are you there? Okay, Thao, you can tell me.
Wearing uniform as work have the advantages that it help promote the company's brand and identify to separate the employees from the customer. Also, wearing uniform at work not always help everyone look the same, which is can establish the uniformities, but also boost the morale in at all levels of the staff members. There are also some disadvantages in this topic. Wearing uniform at work can limit your self-expression and objectable because it can go against religion or culture.
Okay, Khan, what are the advantages and disadvantages of uniforms?
The advantages is if you're wearing uniform, you can you can uh, you can identify and separate the employees from the customer. Mm, Furthermore, it helps reduce the physiological and ego gap between the high-level employees. Um, Finally, it will help promote the company brand.
Mhm.
The disadvantage is the the like uniforms would be uncomfortable
Mhm.
and limits your self expression.
Yes, good. It does limit your self-expression. Well done. Okay, sweeties, we're going to stop here. We only have time for the first 3 questions. We will do the others next time, okay? You did a good job today. Well done. I'll see you next time. Bye, Thao. Bye, Khan.
Goodbye, teacher.